Hey guys, Hamish from Standards here. Today we are looking at a very high level overview of the user interface. So really it's split into three sections. You've got a left bar, a right bar, and the top bar. So beginning with the left bar at the top, you have your document name. Underneath that, you've got navigation. That's where you can add menus and manage those. Underneath that, you've got pages. That's where you can add and manage your pages in the project. And underneath that, you've got your content. So anytime you add something, that's going to show up in the content bar there. Down the bottom, you've got some help and resources and keyboard shortcuts. Moving over to the right, starting up here, we've got three tabs: styles, components, and files. Um, Styles is where we keep all of the high level type, color, tooltip, and link styles for your document. You can manage those from here, and it's great to do if you have, a ton of things you want to change at once, or if you have a color that you need to change. That can all be managed in styles, and we'll get into that in a future video. Components is where all your components will be held when you have some, and files up here is your file browser, which we have a video for as well. Lastly, in the top right, you've got project settings. And again, we have some videos for how to set the grid settings, but there's a few other settings here like interface and things like that, which are really cool to play around with. Moving to the top bar, on the left, you have your select mode, and you can get to that by selecting the V key or pressing escape on the keyboard, and that will sort of deselect everything you have. Next to that is the add content menu. So that's where you're going to add text, media, buttons, and things like that. Again, we'll get more into that, and we have some videos on that already. And then next to that is automations. This is where you can add pre-built section dividers and things like that, as well as more intricate things that take your high-level brand assets. We don't have any of those things uploaded in this document, so we'll get into that in another video. I'm just going to delete what I have here. And lastly, next to that is add component. And again, we don't have any components here, but if we did, they would be held here and we could add those in. So we'll get into that again in another video. And in the middle, you have a preview mode toggle. So you can press the H key or press the icon up here, and that will drop away the UI from the left and the right hand side. And this is really useful as you're editing to preview how this is going to look as a website. Lastly, on the right hand side of the top bar, you've got the grid toggle. So you can press that with the on or off with the G key. And you've got project history next to that. That's where you can create backups, view backups, and restore. And lastly is publish. This is where you're going to come when you're ready to publish the project. So you can select a URL, link a custom one, set a public or private document with a password, and publish a project. So that's a high level overview of the user interface in Standards, and we'll get into more detail on each of those things in future videos.